Welcome everyone back to Coaster Dash. We've got a surprise vlog for you all. We're coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada, and more specifically the Strip. We are going to be showing you all of the area's most incredible roller coasters. There's 3 I especially want to highlight, and then one we're going to be stopping at on the way back home to San Diego. This is the last stop on a huge road trip we've been doing for my second channel, Travel Dash, where we started in San Diego, drove all the way up to the Canadian Rockies for hiking, and then back down. It's been a whirlwind of a ride. I can't believe it's coming to a close, and I would highly recommend checking out that series when it's eventually up on that channel. But of course, Coaster Dash being the priority, these vlogs are coming out first. And we also went to Silverwood in Idaho on this trip too, so we've just been all over the place. Main reason we're doing this too, I have my buddy Evan here with me, and it's his first time in Vegas.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. Adventuredome has actually been a big bucket list of mine, and so is the Big Apple coaster, so I'm really excited to check this off my bucket list.
So that's right, we're starting at the Adventuredome. This is attached to the Circus Hotel and Casino where we actually stayed last night. It's a really cool, very iconic part of the Las Vegas Strip at the northern end, also located right nearby the Strat, or as it was previously known, the Stratosphere, which also has some amusement rides on top. And they also used to have a roller coaster on top, which we of course would have been riding in this video today. They also used to have Speed the Ride right in this area too. That was a Premier Rides launch coaster. That thing looked so cool, tallest coaster in Vegas. But the reason I want to bring those up is because Las Vegas, of all places in America, might have one of the most depressing amusement histories. There's been so much in this city that's come and gone, and somehow Adventuredome here at Circus is one of the few amusements in Las Vegas history to really thrive over the years. So the place opened in 1993. They just have the 2 roller coasters in it. It's actually an indoor theme park like most of the other amusement offerings in Vegas because of how insanely hot it gets here. I mean, we're here in July. We're walking around in the morning just after eating peppermill across the street for breakfast, and literally it is like almost 100 degrees. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is dry heat, but it doesn't make it any less crazy in my opinion. But yeah, this is a compact indoor park. I'm really excited for Evan to see it. He loves indoor parks, and I think this is one of the very best examples in the country, if not the world. It's very well themed, and again, just super iconic. There's Circus back there, one of the oldest properties on the Las Vegas Strip. And I've been to this place like 5 different times across the years, but I thought a vlog of all the best amusements in Vegas was warranted, so I'm looking forward to showing you guys around today. Figure I'll give you guys a little bit of a tour as we head inside Circus as well. I guess this is one of the more family-friendly destinations on the Vegas Strip. And of course, the second you walk in, you've got all of your slot machines. This is where I go when the ad revenue is up in the summer, and I spend all of my money on slots. So you'll head to the far end of the hotel and casino, side facing away from the Strip, and head up these escalators. And then you have up here a strip of restaurants and little shops and things like that. And here's the park. Our first look inside. Looks great. We are in. It's so cool to be back in here. Like I said, very well themed, with especially this canyon here at the front. It's so cool to see all the rides interact. And honestly, you can see the dome just is not that big, so it's amazing they were able to cram so many rides here, especially some of these flat rides. This thing is absolutely nuts. I said I'd never ride it again. It's crazy the way it hangs you upside down. Look at this thing go. Not for me. And then it just literally hangs you. You dangle there. That's stupid. We got our unlimited ride wristbands. I used to do a paper ride option, but sadly that's no more, which is a shame really, because I feel like this is a park that warrants that. You can walk around without riding anything. That rents you about $60 US, but they're actually doing a half-off sale right now for the summer. So right now it's 30 bucks, which I think is actually a very good deal. So up first today is going to be El Loco, the park's newest roller coaster. Dates back to 2014, so about a decade old. And this is a really cool S&S El Loco model. There's only a few of these out there. I'm gonna spin the camera around. It's one of the fastest, steepest lift hills I've personally ever experienced, and a nice compact layout. Packs a lot in for a small size. And I think it's honestly exactly what this park needed. You have a vertical drop here, which is incredible. No brakes on that. So you're going super quick down that. And you go up here, and essentially what this layout thereafter is a Wild Mouse on steroids. So it has a lot of those compact turns, but these ones are like banked outward or inward, all sorts of cool stuff. I especially like that turn. It goes so far inward that you end up hanging upside down and going through a dive loop, which is super unique. This was my first time ever doing an El Loco model, and I was a pretty big fan the first time around. I've since done Steel Hog at Indiana Beach as well, and that one is really cool. I think I like that layout more, but I wouldn't blame anyone for liking this coaster more because it's very comfortable. You just have the lap bar on it, and with all the hang time you get, that lap bar comes in clutch. It is so much fun. All the pathways here are so narrow and compact, it's crazy to just get around. And it's kind of built up into levels. Like you head up to the second level to get on El Loco and Canyon Blaster. So where to do that? All right, here we go. Oh my God, this lift hill. It's like a launch, bro. At the very top of the roof. Here we go on El Loco. Whoa. It's like a Wild Mouse. Drop. Whoa. Oh, it's so good. Oh man, and it's funky too. Ready? This is one of my favorite parts right here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Whoa! has a nice variety of force. And this ending is so weird. Outer bank. And then we hang. Woo! Oh! Oh, wow. That was a fantastic ride we just had there on El Loco in the front row. Super funky elements on that. I think that's what really makes that ride for me. It's so peculiar, and there's really not many coasters out there that feels like that. And as someone that likes Wild and Ice, but feel that they all kind of are repetitive and blend together, it's nice to ride one that is totally unorthodox. I love the first drop. I think it's so amazing. I love all the Outer Bank weird stuff, and then the hang time. I'm not a big hang time guy, but with just a lap bar, those moments are actually pretty fun. I do love that ride.
I was surprised by how good that was. Compared to Steel Hog and Indiana Beast, that one kind of has the uncomfortable restraints. This one, the restraints are so comfortable, so you can really appreciate the forces better. And like the first drop is absolutely amazing. You get yeeted out of it. It's so cool. And then all the little hang time elements, the Outer Banks, it's such a unique and funky layout, and I really love it, actually.
And as a coaster enthusiast, I rarely ever leave this part of the park, because as soon as you exit El Loco, you literally just walk up this ramp to get to the station of Canyon Blaster. So it's awesome to marathon these. And while Adventuredome absolutely does pull in crowds, it's never to a point where you'll have to wait more than like 5 to 10 minutes for any of the coasters here. But this is personally my favorite coaster at the park. I actually don't even think it's close, as much as El Loco's a fun ride. This opened in 1993, and it's crazy. The older of the two major coasters here is so good and holds up to the modern one. This thing only has 4 inversions, but they're all so unbelievably intense. It's ridiculous. It's easily one of the best aerodynamics coasters left in the world. This has almost the exact same layout as Carolina Cyclone at Carowinds, a very mediocre, just okay ride. This is the same exact elements, almost the exact same course, and it's so much better. I don't know what the park does to like grease the wheels or something, but it flies through all the elements. I'm really excited. All right, let's check out Canyon Blaster. Great views of El Loco on the way up. It's honestly one of the best 1-2 punches of any indoor park out there. And also going up is the one perspective you can get of the park's old Shoot the Chutes ride that's sitting dormant. It's been like that for years. And if they want to add another coaster in the future, that's the one way I think you can do it. Oh man, when you get to the top of the dome, you can feel the heat kind of blasting through. It's crazy. No pun intended. Here we go. Whoa, a Canyon Blaster. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh! 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 They're done! Oh! 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 This is crazy! Oh! 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 This is nuts! Whoa! Oh! Whoa! That's unbelievable! Oh my god. I had to hop right back around. It's just that good. We're in the back row, and the forces back here are a night and day with the front. And the front is already great. Oh! 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 I'm losing my vision! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! It's so fast! Woo! Whoa! Holy cow! Oh, that ride. So good. It's crazy. I always feel drained after riding Canyon Blaster. We got 2 rides, once in the front, once in the back, as you just saw. Oh man, the forces on that. That is literally, I'm not kidding, I think it's one of the most intense coasters in the world. The 2 loops, when you're done with those, your vision is fuzzy. And what happens after is really surprising. You actually go up into this hump behind me, and you get airtime. And not only do you get airtime, but all the blood goes back rushing up to your head. And so your gray out goes away. But it is such a crazy sequence of events where you get airtime while you're still grayed out. Like, what? And then you have the 2 corkscrews, which on any other aero looper is just a fine part of the ride, but on this, the pacing is so good that it's honestly a highlight. And then the last helix is so fast-paced through the tunnel. That's awesome. Oh man, the ride's great, and it runs very smooth for its age too.
Oh man, Canyon Blaster blew me away. All those like last few arrows that were built are just so good. It makes me so sad they went bankrupt right as they were like starting to perfect their craft, because that ride is just unbelievable. Most aero loopers that you do are just one and dones, but this reminds me a lot of Tensu Tornado in the sense that it's like super smooth, super intense. The pacing on it is absolutely insane, and then just weaving through all the structures and everything, it's just, oh man, it's a blast of a coaster. It's so, I mean, Canyon Blaster, so it's so good. I just can't believe that Aero used to build stuff like this, because most of their rides are not really enjoyable. level, where this is, I mean, borderline an elite coaster.
As we make our way around the park, we're gonna check out the Spongebob dark ride next. I bet you guys didn't know they had that here, but I wanted to show you guys the Zamperla Nebulas. That's one of their newest additions. Great idea for a flat ride. It's so mesmerizing. It's in the area of the park that's mostly kids rides. Actually, they used to have a little Minor Mike kiddie coaster back here that I rode as a kid. I almost think it's kind of weird that they have that void in their lineup now, because you have two very intense coasters. I almost think they really need to add a coaster for kids. Also, this I don't remember. They have a raceway outside now. This is an indoor park with an outdoor little ride. What? That's so weird. This place just continues to blow my mind with how creative they get with their rides. I can't believe they were able to cram this much in. And speaking of cramming a lot in, we're doing a dark ride up next. Like, how do they have the space for a dark ride? That's wild. SpongeBob's Crazy Carnival Ride is what they call it. That opened in 2024. It's like a year old, so I've never done it before, and I'm fascinated. It's by Sally Rides, and they've really stepped up their game with dark rides as of late, so I'm hoping it's great. I'm hoping there's a lot of effects as well. It'll be a cool thing to experience here, because definitely a dark ride was one of the things they were lacking. I mean, they have almost every type of ride in this little dome, but never until now have they had a dark ride. So you actually exit right outside the Adventuredome, and you walk further along the strip that I was talking about to get to the dark ride, which makes perfect sense because there's no way they would have been able to fit a dark ride into that dome, but it's still impressive they were able to fit it into the hotel and casino though. It's $14 per ride, which is a little steep, but I'm gonna definitely do it. I'm really excited for it. What? It's over here next to a Starbucks, and there's Mr. Krabs animatronic? What the hell?
Put your trust in me, Eugene H. Krabs, proud proprietor of the Krusty Krab.
This guy's checking tickets. That is so freaking cool. I love it. And another thing too is if you have two people in your party, you can get $10 a ride per person. They have a discount there, so highly recommend that. I'm so excited. I loved SpongeBob when I was a kid, and I still do. The one thing I'm confused about is like, what exactly is the plot going to entail for this dark ride? I mean, naturally, Plankton's gonna be the central antagonist. That makes perfect sense. Oh man, I can't wait.
Wow, some of you are really good at physical balls.
The screen quality is pretty good, and I like the shooting mechanic. It's smooth. It's a lot like Toy Story Midway Mania at the Disney parks. Oh, Squidward.
Welcome to the basketball toss. Shoot hoops for fun and prizes. Whatever.
This would be so addicting if you got good at it.
And warning, I'm hosting the next game.
It's very cute, yeah. I do like it. Oh, Patrick.
Excellent points. Here we go.
It's a lot like Toy Story. I actually really like this.
Ooh, all these frozen patties are making me hungry.
Patrick is just too relatable, bro.
Still hungry. SpongeBob! Now's my chance.
They dressed it up really nice.
Hi again, it's the onion ring toss.
Oh.
Just toss the well, you get the picture, right? I love onions.
Guess what?
Oh! Oh!
Hey,
Oh!
what are you on anyway? Not again! What's wrong, SpongeBob?
I just love onions.
This food is making me so
A little hard to aim, but it's really cool.
Give me an idea for a new game.
All right, we're right behind you. Oh! Whoa, that's so good! That's so good! And it smells like Krabby Patties!
It's time to
Oh, feed him, feed him! Of course, this is the game they came up with. I love it. More Patrick's over here. All right, we got you.
All those Krabby Patties are costing me money! Once I get this Krabby Patty back to my lab, nothing will stop me from learning
Oh
the secret
man,
formula!
this is so good. Oh, we're going into like this room over here. Cool. Whoa! Holy crap! Whoa! The shrimp bucket! Oh no! We're trying! Analyzing formula! No!
11 minutes later. You stuck Plankton and saved me restaurant! Now to celebrate and buy some delicious Krabby Patties!
Mr. Krabs, we can't make any more Krabby Patties. We used all the ingredients for these games.
I cannot believe they built that here. What? That is so good. It pays homage to the SpongeBob franchise in such a beautiful way. It's funny, it's lighthearted, it's cute. So many of those rooms are awesome. It's a great balance of screens and practical sets. Some of those animatronics were really well done. I especially love the SpongeBob animatronic flipping the Krabby Patties. That was great. You got a cute little Plankton animatronic, and then at one point you go into like this spherical screen room, and it's like a simulator, and that was sick. What a cool ride. It just incorporates so much.
Yeah, the mix between like practical sets and then screens. The shooting element is really good. Like Mark was compared to Toy Story Mania. It's very similar how you have like these different games, and the shooting works really good. You can clearly tell what you're shooting at, and the targets work. So, I mean, that was absolutely amazing. And then just, you know, if you're a fan of SpongeBob, it's also just really nostalgic and just fun to go through that ride. So I was blown away by that.
I said it once, but I'll say it again. Sally has been on a roll, and that is easily one of their best dark rides. I think it's probably 3 or 2 that I've ever done by them. I think it's probably like my number 2, maybe even number 1 ride in the park. I like it that much. And that's saying a lot, because you guys know I'm a coaster guy before a dark ride guy, but that was something special. That was great. All right, we're back in the dome, and we're gonna check out Slingshot. This is a cool drop tower that launches you way up to the top. Drop isn't anything special, but it's very intense on the way up. Oh! Oh! That was so dumb. And then you chill up here for a minute, and it drops you down pretty gently compared to that launch. Whoa! That's a bizarre drop tower, I will say, because it's not really a drop tower, it's more of a thrust tower. The drop is an afterthought on that, although I do like the view, it's kind of cool, but man, that launch, it's one of the most intense I've ever done on any tower. It's crazy.
Quite a bizarre drop tower, actually, because the launch is really quick and cool, but then the drop itself is not that great. And it's also like, this is built that?
I don't know, it's just janky.
Very bizarre. I don't know how to feel about it. It's cool, but also like not good at the same time.
This is gonna be the next ride in the park. The secret third credit that no one has. All right, that's it.
It's probably more comfortable in Steeplechase.
Figured we get on the Nebulas while we're here too, just to show some love to the newer rides in the park, because I've never been on this particular installation before. I have been on the Nebulas model before, and I think it's pretty fun. It's definitely a family ride. It looks crazy, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty tame, and it's just fun for everyone, I think. Oh, it's trippy. It actually is like one of the trippier rides that you'll ever see. You have no idea where you're going too on this. Like, what? Oh, it's speeding up. Whoa! You get like the tiny little bit of weightlessness at the top, and great views of Canyon Blaster too. That's beautiful. Wow. Thumbnail maybe? Whoa! It's kind of awesome. I don't know. It's like a great family flat ride option. That was a cool Nebulous flat ride. I really enjoyed that. Cycle was nice and long. What I love about that is I only showed you guys like half of that experience, or maybe even a quarter of it. But after the first half, you actually stall up at the top while you wait for the people on the bottom to get off and then new people to load on. And then after that, you do the cycle again. That's just half the ride, but this time you're going backwards. And so that's a great way to kind of maximize your ride time. Really, really cool. So that's it. What'd you think of Adventuredome?
I thought it was awesome. It's pretty short on rides and it's pretty small, but the theming is really cool. Both of the coasters are really good. Then the SpongeBob Dark Ride might have been the highlight of the park for me. Yeah, I was impressed, especially for the value that we got, which is like $30 for the wristband and $10 for the Dark Ride. Considering Vegas and how expensive everything is, I would say that's pretty worth it. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed my visit here.
We're heading over to the New York Hotel and Casino now. This is centrally located in the middle of the strip where everything's popping off. And just to give you a good idea of how solid the value here is, I believe it's like $20 for one person to ride that coaster, which is absolutely absurd, but we'll get you guys on there today. Just arrived at the parking garage directly next to New York Hotel and Casino. Behind me is the Big Apple coaster, the most famous coaster in Vegas. Opened in 1997 and was actually manufactured by Togo. It's the only one left in the United States. A lot of you may not know this, but this is actually gonna be the last vlog we do before our trip to Asia, where Togos are extremely common. Togo in America has a bit of a poor reputation because so many of the rides have come and gone, and the only one left is this, which has a mixed reputation. Some people don't like it very much. So it'll be interesting to ride this and then go to Japan and ride a bunch of Togos there and see how they compare. I, for one, think this is kind of an overhated ride. A couple years back, they got Premier Rides to install new trains on it with comfort collars, which are a lot more comfortable than what it used to have, which were these bulky over-the-shoulder restraints. So now it's impossible to get headbanging, which is great. Because I will say this, it's not the smoothest coaster as far as the transitions go. But if you can look past that, it actually is a pretty fun ride. The sense of speed is good and it has a couple inversions too. And also is the tallest coaster in Las Vegas. Such an impressive ride. It's actually a hyper coaster, meaning it stands above 200 feet. That being said, the biggest drop on the ride is only about 140 feet, so. Making our way down the escalators to the Big Apple coaster. Through more of the slot machines. Evan, quick intermission before Big Apple coaster.
I'm good.
Shouts out to New York though. They were able to hook up the complimentary admission, which is very much appreciated for such an expensive coaster. Plus parking at the parking garage is already gonna cost us about 20 bucks, so that makes it much more justifiable, especially for me. I already have been on this before, but it is a fun ride.
That's the thing about this coaster. I can see why some people don't have the highest review of it because it's just so expensive, but might as well.
Gosh, it is so cold out here in Las Vegas. This sucks.
Bruh.
That view is like actually crazy with the mountains out there too. This is nuts.
Holy fuck. I can't.
Woo! Whoa! Woo! That's not that bad. It's low-key a speed demon, this thing. Whoa! Whoa! It's so fast! It's janky though. Whoa, it's like, what is it doing up here? Oh, you got an inversion. Whoa! Oh, God! Oh, dive loop! Woo! Oh! Hey! Whoa! And then after the mid-course brake run, it's just slow and meandering. Doesn't really do much. The first half I actually liked. The second half, it's fine. Oh! Oh!
Oh, the view of the tower.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. Whoa! What's it doing? It's so bizarre. Whoa! Whoa! Some airtime. What? I don't remember having airtime in the second half. And then a helix finale. Whoa! Some more airtime hills? Oh my gosh. Whoa! That's fun, I like it. So that was a front row ride on the Big Apple coaster, and I stand by what I said. I do think it's an overhated ride. I don't think it's bad at all, especially with those new restraints. I actually wasn't even a hater of this back when I had the old ones, but I especially think it's improved now. There's zero head banging. You can get a little neck banging as a result of the comfort colors, but nothing crazy at all. It's a relatively comfortable experience. You get slammed every now and then. There's some uncomfortable transitions. I don't know why Togo thought to design them like that. I'm curious if in Japan they're gonna be like that as well. Favorite part of the ride undeniably is the dive loop. I think that's so fun. You stall upside down and then you just hit this kink and you dive. It's so fun, and the loop is solid too.
Yeah, I definitely think my favorite part is the second drop. The speedy feel on that is really cool. After the mid-course, it doesn't really do a whole lot, it just kind of meanders around. It's definitely not like anything great, but it's still worth a ride.
The theming in New York is actually really cool though. Check out the property while you're here. We're gonna walk up and down the strip just a little bit, and then we got one more surprise stop for you guys. Maybe wondering, what's that surprise stop? It's Primm, Nevada, formerly State Line on the Nevada-California border. And if I flip you guys around, that's Desperado, the tallest and fastest roller coaster to ever grace Nevada. It opened in 1994 and is one of the most legendary roller coasters probably to ever be built in the United States. For fans of Magnum XL 200 at Cedar Point, this is the sister coaster to it. It's absolutely enormous. It's smack dab in the middle of the desert. It's crazy, just the surroundings, there's barren nothingness. Once upon a time, Primm was low-key popping off. A lot of people that couldn't wait to get to Vegas to gamble would stop here. And Buffalo Bills was actually a beautiful property too. You go inside, it's like all this Western theming, hence the name Desperado. I think it's one of the coolest coaster names ever. And this is probably the most spiteful coaster credit for me personally, because in 2019, I did a little weekend trip up to Las Vegas. That was the year this thing went standing but not operating. And as far as I know, I may have missed the ride by just a few days. And I'll never forgive myself for the fact that I never got to do it, because it was not that far from home, you know, just like 4 or 5 hours from San Diego. And seeing it in person is just surreal. And it's maybe the last time too, if they want to bulldoze it, we'll see. As of the last couple of weeks, Buffalo Bills is officially closed. It's possible they could maybe find a new owner that wants to run the coaster in the future, but I really would not count on it at all. It's had a rocky history, to say the least, but it is still cool to see it, and it's very impressive. Over 200 feet tall, drop of 225 feet, and 80 miles per hour. So if that was around and running today, we would definitely be giving it a spin, and it possibly could have been my favorite coaster in Nevada. Who knows? I'm a big fan of the Aero Hypers. I love these things.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of this many times on the internet before, and I've always wanted to come see it, so this was really cool to stop by and see it. I wish I could have rode it, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe one day it'll find a new owner, but probably not. I don't think it'll be bulldozed though, because usually something like this would be so expensive. I highly doubt they would bulldoze it, but they probably would just stand here for years and years and years. So if you want to see something really cool in the desert, then just, yeah, stop by here. It's a pretty cool spot if you're a coaster enthusiast.
That's it for the Las Vegas day. It was a lot of fun. Adventuredome was fantastic. Big Apple coaster was great. I had a fantastic time.
Yeah, I thought that was a great day actually. It's kind of bittersweet because this is the end of a big giant road trip that me and Mark were doing, where we drove all the way from San Diego up to the Canadian Rockies and back. It was about 3.5 weeks this trip, and I think me and Mark both agree it's probably one of the best trips we've ever done, if not the best trip I've ever done at least. We only have like a week's rest though before we head off to Japan and South Korea and start that trip, so stay tuned for that.
It's gonna be absolutely incredible. Stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Peace out, guys.